Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. Wow, what an amazing Planet Hour. I'm Ron again, and we're halfway through the expo. And I was just out there on the floor seeing some good chat here in the Zoom and also the breakout rooms. Thank you all for joining. It's really incredible energy about us all coming together. Several hugs and lots of handshakes and coming together out on the floor and some good chat in the breakout rooms. Hey, as the program goes, we are at the top of the hour, and you know what that means. We're giving stuff away, right? So this hour, again, for everybody who has registered through the Eventbrite portal, either with an on-site pass or just virtually, we are gathering names and then randomly selecting, and you're going to have the big hand of the random selection is going to give me a name here in just a hot second, and we're going to give away, in this hour, we're giving away Gallagher Auto Spa, $200 gift certificates to take care of that car that might have been a little dusty after being going through a pandemic. So next hour, we bring up the Timbers tickets, and then we're going to wrap things up at the end of the show. Don't miss that one. At 2 o'clock, we are going to be giving away $400 gift certificates for Tolovana Inn, as well as some Fish Fest tickets right in the middle there. So very exciting to be giving things away and having some fun with it. So without further ado, again, if I call your name, if the hand of random selection, which is coming over here, picks your name, and it's coming in. Okay, I've got the name. And if this is your name, you can either message, just unmute and say hey if you're in on the Zoom side, or go to table 19 and claim your $200 gift certificate for Gallagher Auto Spa. All right, are we ready? Ready, quiet on the set. The winner of $200 gift certificate to Gallagher Auto Spa is Sheila Muckridge from Parametrics. I was just down there on the floor. Parametrics is in the house. Yay, let's give it up. So Sheila, go over to the Best HQ Table 19, claim your gift certificate, or jump online. If you're multitasking, you're online. Sheila, are you online? I'm not seeing her. We'll get those tickets, that certificate, over to her. So this hour, we move into the profit hour. Again, quadruple bottom line. We got to keep it balanced: people, profit, planet, purpose. And I'm so excited. We have several guests here. We're going to be led by a leader in community, lead off with a leader in community that is really seeing things up front and personal on small business and what's happening. So we have first the director of the Portland District of the Small Business Administration, Marty Golden, is going to be coming up. After that, there'll be a word from our incredible sponsor, Hoffman Construction, and then we're going to send you right back to networking. So without further ado, it's my great pleasure to bring on up to the podium here, Marty.
Hi.
Great seeing you,
Good
sir.
to see you.
Great seeing you.
Nice to be here.
Wow, things have been a little bit crazy these last couple of years for small business.
It's been a really tough 2 years for the businesses and very busy for us, yeah.
Yeah, so we really appreciate, your leadership and the programs and the support. As a small business, I've lived it through this with many, many others in and with community. Love for you to share some words about staying true in 22.
I appreciate it.
All right,
Good to
sir.
see you again. Good afternoon, everybody. It's really great to be here today. The first thing it's important to say is I want to thank Ron and his team for putting together this wonderful event today. I think after the last couple of years, we can all agree that we really need it. So as Ron said, my name is Marty Golden. I'm the District Director for the Portland District Office of the U.S. Small Business Administration. And it's a real honor to be part of Business Expo West 2022. So when Ron approached me a little while back about what message I would offer to business owners like yourselves, I had to think about it for a few minutes. What do you say to a business owner who has just emerged from 2 years of unprecedented hardship? What do you say to somebody who had to make heart-wrenching decisions about whether to lay off valued employees, or somebody who had to take a cut in salary in order to keep the business open? They also had to make dramatic shifts in order to stay relevant. And it was a really hard 2 years. So to all the business owners who went through those hard decisions, I would simply say, you made it. As simple as this message may seem, I know it's very meaningful. It makes us take stock of all that was done to overcome the challenges of the pandemic. You had to innovate and create. You had to find new ways to serve your customers, support your workers, and sustain your communities. The pandemic pushed a lifetime of business challenges into 1 2-year period. So if you survived the last 2 years, you should have the confidence to know that you can handle anything. As you move forward, take a moment, pat yourself on the back, and take pride that you had the strength and creativity to come out on the other side of this. We've always known that small businesses are a source of strength for our communities, and now you're the vanguard for America's economic recovery. And today I'm here to tell you that you're not alone. The SBA is proud to continue to stand with you and make sure you have the tools, resources, and support you need to recover, rebuild, and reopen. Our disaster assistance has been front and center since early 2020, but now we're pivoting back to our normal programs of counseling, contracting, and capital. We're here to make sure that you and all of America's 32 million small businesses know that you're the driving force in our economic recovery. Since the pandemic began, the SBA has been the assets the SBA has been asked to manage have grown dramatically. Historically, our capital programs have averaged $40 billion a year nationwide. In the last 2 years, though, that number has grown 12 times to more than $1 trillion and helped millions of entrepreneurs. In Oregon, that translated to more than 170,000 grants, totaling $14 billion in COVID relief. This helped the state's 400,000 small businesses stay open. If you break it down further, over 117,000 PPP loans totaling $10 billion helped to keep Oregon's businesses open. And that also helped to keep employees on the job. And remember, almost all those PPP loans have been forgiven. $3.7 billion funded more than 40,000 economic injury disaster loans. $210 million in shuttered venues operator grants helped 258 Oregon businesses raise their curtains so they could welcome back audiences and artists. And finally, the Restaurant Revitalization Fund helped over 2,000 local restaurants to the tune of $531 million. Today, as I speak to you, our world is filled with unknowns. The COVID pandemic has taught us to take nothing for granted, but it's also taught us the power of relationships, particularly in times of uncertainty, the importance of talking with your vendors, your customers, and other stakeholders. It's through these authentic conversations that we're able to understand each other's challenges and help lift each other up. I know that you as entrepreneurs understand this better than most, and I'm very proud to be your advocate. So thank you, Ron, for bringing us together so that we can reinvigorate the relationships we already have and for the opportunity to create new ones. And thanks to all the entrepreneurs out there. As an owner of your own business, you get to do something that most people only dream of. You get to run a company, you get to provide meaningful jobs for your employees and for the entire community. You get to breathe new life into an idea, make it a reality, and profit from it. That's an amazing thing. So to repeat what I said up front, congratulations, you made it. Stay true in 2022. Thank you very much.
All right. Marty, thank you.
Thank you.
Truly. And I can tell you, as a recipient, Best HQ, a recipient of a PPP, I can tell you there's people in this room that are employed now because of it.
Yeah.
There's many more on the floor out there and many more out there. That's extraordinarily important, and having your leadership there to help stay true in 22 is extremely important. So
thank you for your
sir.
leadership.
All right, buddy.
Good to see you.
All right. So there you go. We're entering the profit hour. We need that in the quadruple bottom line. We have some great visions of impact in community. We want to do wonderful things for those around us, but we also need to keep a vision on the viability of the organization and bring that profit forward. So we're getting ready to transition into that segment of time, the second half. But before we do that, we have a word from one of the longtime sponsors. In fact, a sponsor from the very beginning. Rebecca and Mel, do you want to come on over? Yeah, hey Rebecca. This is Rebecca and Mel. We might have to adjust the camera. We got Mel coming in the shot. How you doing, brother? Good seeing you, man. Yeah. Hey, I go back a couple decades with this amazing company, and I'm so grateful that you've continued with us. Can you share us a little bit with the group about Hoffman Construction?
Yeah, thank you, Ron, and thanks for putting on this event. To stay true in 2022, we just look forward to working with small businesses, continue to provide opportunities on some of the amazing projects that we have. I hope you'll stop by our booth and learn about the projects that we have coming up and meet some of our coworkers. And this man needs no introduction, but I'll hand it over to Mel.
Hey everybody, Mel Jones, and it's great to be a part of the Hoffman family. Looking forward to doing the things that you know me for and making sure that we are taking care of our small businesses, truly advocating for you and making sure the resources like Best HQ are definitely utilized to make sure that we are continuing to bring the best to all of our trade partners. Thanks everybody. Thank you, Ron. Let's knock it out of the park in 22.
All right. Well, let's give it up for Hoffman Construction. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ron.
All right. Well, hey, it's time to get back to networking, and we're going to roll again in this main room a video that's going to feature some of the purposeful projects, so check them out. If you haven't already, come on out to Tektronix here. Get your on-site pass. We still got a couple hours of networking, and the workshops. We have an SBA-led workshop for veterans that's going to be happening at 2 o'clock. So again, food on the floor, great people. I was just down there mixing it up, and hopefully we'll see you out here at Tech, or stay online, stay in the Zoom. You can jump between rooms, continue with the breakouts. All right, we'll see you later. We'll see you at 1.